Man, Norman Reedus is in this movie? That's really cool, man, honestly. I can't wait to see what kind of new character he plays in this.
Think about it. There ain't no kingdom no more.
Wait, that's not Ballerina. Hang on a minute. That's gotta be something else.
That, like, literally doesn't even make sense.
Well, damn, I didn't know Daryl Season 3 was coming this soon. Alright guys, this one's going to be doing a review today, this one's going to be doing a review for today, this one's going to be doing my movie review for another movie. This one is my review for the spin-off movie of John Wick. This is for Ballerina from the world of John Wick. Yeah, very complicated title. I would have just rathered Ballerina at this point, but they have from the world of John Wick, Ballerina, so makes it kind of complicated for reviewers that are trying to make a, proper title for the review. But anyway, went to go see this. And I gotta say, I had a lot of fun with this. This was fun. Now, I've kind of been eyeing this movie for a while. Obviously, I've watched all the John Wick movies. I've watched every single one of them. Haven't ever reviewed John Wick on the channel. I might do a bit of a movie marathon where I review the movies maybe at some point here. But I'm a big John Wick fan. I have been for many years. I love Keanu Reeves' portrayal of him, and I love the action that this movie, well, this franchise provides. It's always good, it's always entertaining, and it's always top-notch in terms of how it's filmed and stuff like that. The only other thing I can kind of think of, that's kind of close to the movie action stuff like John Wick is like Nobody. Nobody, if anybody's seen that movie, that's kind of a close one. But aside from that, I was really curious to see this movie because I was curious, I knew that Keanu Reeves was advertised in this. He was in minor pieces of promotion, but I kind of got the feeling that I was like, okay, they're probably putting him in there for views.
Fuck no.
And that's pretty much what it is. I mean, he does have a role to play. He does have a minor inclusion, which takes place between John Wick 3 and John Wick 4, and he does have an interaction with Eve, who is our main character in this movie, so he is involved.
So you just like pissing me off, don't you?
Yeah.
But for the most part, this movie is involved with this brand new character. Now, she's really cool, Eve. I really liked her a lot. We see her basically lose her father in this, which is kind of a tragedy, in and of itself. We get a lot of backstory. We get a lot of background on her and what she is. And we get to see after her father gets killed, she goes on this kind of revenge path and this kind of war path. And we see her train and, kind of turn into this badass, which is an automatic, just great thing for me. I love that it wasn't a girl boss type of thing. No, it felt very legit and real. And it felt realistic the way that they let time go by. They show the training montages. They show what she goes through to become this level of badass. You know what I mean? And that's one thing that I was really curious to see how this movie was going to do is how real would it feel for her to actually be this badass? Well, it feels legit to me. Everything I saw in this, maybe besides a few things here and there, that I was kind of like, okay, sure, like, that's for a movie for sure.
I don't know why. I can't do it.
But aside from that, I thought it was very realistically well told, and I thought it was all really cool. About midways through this, I almost felt like I was watching, like, some kind of heist movie or something, because you have her doing like all these heists and these setups and stuff like that. I felt like I was playing GTA. And then about like midways through, it kind of just flips. You get all these action sequences. The action was superb. The action was awesome. I loved to see it. It was really, really good. And I loved a lot of the environment shots that we got. The movie felt very immersive. It felt very real. And you got the flamethrowers. You got the grenades. You got the frickin' gunfire. I mean, it all felt so real. And like I said, I'd say about 90% of the time I was believing, Eve's, performance here and her, action sequences. I thought it felt very real and very legit. The actress is fantastic. Anna, she's great. I really like her acting. I'm forgetting her last name at the moment, but she's a really great actress, and I think she led the movie very well. Now, we do, like I said, get John Wick in this. Obviously, don't expect him to be all over the movie because he's not, but it's really cool to see. Now, another actor I was kind of curious to see in this movie because I saw him advertised quite a bit was Norman Reedus. Well, Norman Reedus was quite a badass in this movie as well, too. I really liked him. I liked the shotgun. I liked the appearance. He was really cool. He came in there. He kind of helped her out. And he was pretty gangster. Every time I see Norman Reedus, it's just Daryl to me. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what it was here. And that's not a diss to him whatsoever. I love it. But, it's always just Daryl to me when I see him. I'm like, oh, yeah, there's Daryl,
You miss him, huh? Pierre-Jean.
So, Norman Reedus killed it, as usual, literally as well. Love seeing him. He was really good, and I enjoyed seeing his role in this. It was very exciting, you know what I'm saying? Because, again, you know, he's always good as his, like, you know, action roles. That's kind of what he specializes in. So, you know, it was good to see Norman in this as well, too. But, yeah, Eve was a good lead. I really liked her a lot. I liked the action scenes. The cameo from John Wick was cool. The overall story was good. It was very believable, very authentic. And overall, I had a fun time. I really did. It was a hell of a lot better than that karate bullshit movie I reviewed yesterday. This was a lot more fun. I enjoyed this a lot. So I'm going to give this a strong 9 out of 10. I had a lot of fun with this. I actually hope they do more with Eve's character, and I hope that we get to see more of, you know, just this franchise in general, because it seems like what was just a movie series is kind of turning into a franchise now, which I'm down for. I love the John Wick movies. This was definitely a really good one. In comparison to the John Wick movies, I would say this is definitely the weakest one. Just by default, though, I'd say, because, you know, again, it's a great movie. I just prefer the John Wick movies, but it was still a great movie. I enjoyed it. I thought it was enjoyable, and I was entertained quite a bit. I was jumping out of my seat quite often. So, yeah, very much enjoyed this one. Thank y'all for watching. Let me know what y'all thought, of course, of Ballerina from the world of John Wick. And what did you think of all the action sequences and all that fun stuff? So if you're new to the channel and you enjoy videos like this, guys, make sure to click subscribe button to not miss any of the videos. Make sure to follow me on Dan's Reviews Official on Instagram, guys. And, of course, I'll see you guys really soon for more videos very soon. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.
Born in the dark alleys, city of concrete. Dan's reviews blowing up, never taste defeat. Walking Dead dissected every plot twist beat. World gone mad, TV junkies hit a treat. Typing up scripts, marathon through the night. His opinions hit harder than a straight fight scene. Every episode, brain sharper than a knife. He's the beacon of critique, shedding TV light.